yours, damn right. It's better than yours. I can teach you. Follow
What's good? What's up, Messy Mob? It's your girl, Messy Maya, and I am back again with another video, girl, okay? So today we are going to be recapping this interview, okay? The Breakfast Club basically interviewed Lemuel Plummer, the CEO of the Zeus Network, and also they interviewed Natalie Nunn. If my name was Natalie Nunn, that Natalie Nunn, child. The creator and the executive producer of the hit show on Zeus, Baddies, okay? So they got into some things. You know, Charlamagne and DJ Envy, they love to call the girls out. So they got called out on multiple things, okay? And in my opinion, I feel like their answers was just not good enough. But we're going to get into it. Just make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on that post notification bell so you know every single time I post. And yeah, let's get into it, y'all. Child, so I know y'all remember this live right here, girl, when Natalie basically called out Charlamagne for being scary. She was claiming that Charlamagne basically uninvited her, banned her, unscheduled their interview, girl, everything in the book.
I'm coming to your show. Why can't I come to your show? Why you keep telling the Zeus Networks, the publicist at Zeus Network, I can't come up there? It's the #1 show in America right now. How you don't want me to come to your show?
Girl, she was talking that big mess, all for it to end up being a lie, and Charlamagne called her out on that. Charlamagne basically said, baby girl, you were never even scheduled to come up here. You weren't even invited, girl. I gagged, me personally, because it's like you got on live, did all that, and you were never even scheduled. So Miss Nunn lied, okay? So, but she's smart though, okay? She knows that she's a public figure. She knows that her life and her popping her ish would have basically, she knew it was going to get back to Charlamagne, and she knew that Charlamagne is not about to dodge no smoke, and she knew that Charlamagne was basically going to address it the next morning on the Breakfast Club, which of course would have resulted in an actual scheduled interview, girl. So she's not dumb. The girl is very smart. She knew what she was doing. That girl grabbed her phone, propped up her phone, pressed record, got on live, press record, and she said action. Okay, she put on a show. It was a facade the whole time, girl. It was not true. He basically said whoever was your publicist that told you that you were even scheduled when you were never even scheduled to come up here in the first place, girl, I'm sorry to tell you, but they lied. He said that straight up. He was like, that was a lie. That was not true. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how they got that theory that you were even invited to come up here, girl. You know what I'm saying? So he called her out on that immediately, and she basically, because you know Natalie is not going to own up to anything. She's not going to, you know what I'm saying? Like, girl, she really could have just said, you know, it was a publicity stunt. I knew that you were going to respond, and it would initially turn into an actual interview. She's not real enough to say that. She's just like, oh, like Lemmy had to step in, and he was like, oh, you know, it was just a mistake. It was just a misunderstanding. How is that a misunderstanding? It's either you were scheduled to go in or you weren't scheduled to. You know what I'm saying? It's either you were scheduled for the interview or you weren't. And Charlamagne said you were never even scheduled to come up there. So that whole thing was a lie, girl. Just admit that you did that for clout so you could get on the show, girl. Come on now. Because you knew the last time you seen Charlamagne, it was heated. So you probably didn't have the guts to ask him yourself to come up there or to schedule one. So you had to put on a show for social media, girl. We get it, okay? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're smart. You're not dumb. You know what I'm saying? You're very good at manipulation, girl. We understand. Anyways, girl, let's get into the mess, girl. Let's get into the mess. So although they do have a lot of different content on their platform, Zeus does promote, push out, and broadcast the low vibrational and violent shows the most, child, okay? The drama-filled shows is what they promote the most because drama is what sells. However, although drama does sell, a lot of people still view Zeus as very detrimental to the Black community because of the type of content, the provocative, drama filled. Y'all know what I'm talking about, okay? So DJ Envy basically asked Lemuel Plummer. He came out guns blazing, girl, okay? So he basically said that they feel like Zeus is very low for showing Black people in the light that they do. And how with Zeus, a lot of people feel like basically they're bringing down the Black community one show at a time with the drama, you know what. Okay, so when I tell y'all that Lemmy basically danced around this question, he really didn't even answer it. If we really want to be for real, he really didn't answer it. He basically, you know, the saying where they say just because you put a bow on top of boo-boo, don't make it a gift. That's basically what it was given. Like, he was trying to make it like a good thing. He was trying to make it a good thing, but he wouldn't like flat out say it. You know what I'm saying? So like, my thing is that I would have respected him a little bit more if he would have just been like, you know, drama is what sells. We have other shows on our platform that are not drama filled. We don't push them out as much because people don't watch them. For example, Drea had her own show. No, absolutely no drama. This was like a year or two ago. Very recent. You know what I'm saying? Even when Johnson's Cabaret, One More Chance, and Baddies came out, girl, Drea got her own show in the midst of that. It was drama-free, just basically just telling her story, showing her life, showing behind the scenes of what she does in her daily life, her working, her accomplishments, this, that, and the third, okay? So it showed all of that, and nobody watched it. Everybody called it boring. I remember, but me personally, I really didn't think it was boring. So anyways, if he would have just said that, yeah, drama sells. So we push out the drama shows, the drama filled shows a little bit more than the positive shows on our platform, because the positive shows don't get no views. Nobody watches them. They really view it as boring. I would have respected him more if he would have just said something like that. But the way that he danced around the questions and basically just tried to put a bow on top of boo-boo and hand it to us as a gift to try to make himself sound good. No, it wasn't working for me. It wasn't working for me, and I feel like his answer just wasn't good enough. So he basically was trying to say this, right? I'm sorry, y'all. I get so distracted, but he basically tried to say this. He was like, yeah, well, I don't feel like I'm doing anything different than Netflix or HBO. And Charlamagne was like, okay, but those are scripted. And then Lemmy was like, no, they do raw, uncensored content as well. They do reality shows. I feel like I'm not doing anything different. So first of all, let's just address that, okay? Zeus is a private company. I feel like Zeus gets away with a lot more because they are a private company. You know what I'm saying? They're not really under another network or TV station, nothing like that. So they get away with a lot more. Let's be real, Lemmy. Although it's really, he's right when it comes to like other reality shows that may portray Black women as a little bit angry, like Love and Hip Hop or even Bad Girls Club. But let's really be real. Yours is y'all take it a step further, okay? Y'all take it a step further. Y'all really don't do what y'all are supposed to do to secure the safety of your cast. Let's talk about it. You really don't. Daisy got sent to the hospital, like, because she got hit upside the head. Gash on her eyebrow. Girl, you cannot tell me that talking about, yeah, like he was talking about like, I don't see what I'm doing different than HBO Max and Netflix. We're telling real stories. What real story is coming out of Baddies? Like, let's be for real. The girls sit around, they recap the episodes, they recap the fights. They don't talk about nothing. They literally sit in little groups, talk all day, go to the club and get their issue. And fight. It's a drama-filled show. What real story are you? That's what he kept saying. Oh, we tell real stories. Maybe on Jocelyn's Cabaret, because Joseline actually has the girls like open up, or they open up with each other. But on Baddies, they're not. Girl, boo, bye. They are not opening up to each other like that. On Baddies West, they had like that little moment, but nobody went too deep into it. So like to say like, oh, we're telling real stories. Yeah, maybe on Black China show. You know what I'm saying? But not now. So it's like he was like beating around the question. It was weird. You know what I'm saying? We're giving people opportunities and the pay is so good. He's like, we don't pay like other networks. We have a big budget. We really have no budget because we're a private company. All these opportunities. I'm very close with my cast, but you're still not answering the question. The question was, how do you feel like Zeus is detrimental to the Black community? Or how do you respond to when people say that? But he wasn't answering the question. He beat around the bush. All he had to say was, is that basically maybe, I don't know, child. He could have said that that's not his intention. Drama sells, and we just so happen to have mostly Black cast. Like, there's so many ways that he could have, like, child, it's like, I don't know, y'all. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that. I feel like he was very much dancing around the question, and I really do. The only thing that makes me mad about that is that, one, I feel like he's not being real, and two, I feel like that he feels like his audience is filled with a bunch of kids and idiots. Because do you really think that we watch Baddies for stories? Y'all don't even have real storylines on Baddies. You know what I'm saying? It would be good. It would be good if they had storylines. They don't have storylines. So we settle and we watch it for the drama. Let's be real. Baddies don't got no storyline. What is the storyline? What real story are you telling? What real, raw, authentic story are you telling from Baddies? They sit down all day, talk, go to the club, and fight. That's all they do. They don't do nothing else. Ciao. Next. So Charlemagne, being messy, child, he turns to Natalie and basically asks her, he's like, so what am I hearing out in these streets that you are afraid of Joseline? And of course, Natalie just proves his point, girl, you're scary. You're dancing around the question, because she basically tried to make it seem like they're cool. She supports Joseline's cabaret. She's not really in competition. And if it is competition, it's a friendly competition. But girl, you was just showing out in the club, basically calling out Joseline and basically trying to say that you got the baddest girls in the game waiting on Baddies, not really Joseline's cabaret. So let's get into that first.
Yeah, Shade Room. Hi, it's me, Natalie. So check this out. Besides the fact that Nikki's in my DM right now, so the f*** is Cardi too. And guess who else? And guess what they say every Sunday? Natalie, drop that baddie shit. I can't lie to y'all. I'll put my phone up right now. Every single one of the baddest game is watching Zeus Network every Sunday for baddies. Hi, Joseline. I love you.
So girl, don't be trying to backtrack now. Be a woman of your word, girl. You was just talking all that mess up on stage while filming Baddies East a couple weeks ago, and then now somebody asked you about it in an interview, and it's like you're backtracking. You're not really, you know what I'm saying? You really don't want the smoke no more. Now was really your time to address your issue with Joseline, but you didn't want to do that. Yeah, seems very scary to me. Anyways, let's move on. Girl, so during this interview, Natalie basically mentioned how she wanted Erica to be on Baddies. And I'm talking about, she was not joking. She was very serious. So she basically said that she knows that Erica got let go, fired, whatever, from Love and Hip Hop because of her remark towards Spice when she called Spice Blue Monkey. So she was so serious, y'all, like, I can't. And you know what? It doesn't surprise me because Natalie has a very colorist history.
Up in here, the half Asian and black girl, she gonna punk you for that bet. And I'm not Asian. Annie, we should be roommates. You're gonna get the ghetto black bitch. She's gonna punk you all the time. Okay, seriously? I can't work with her. Too black. Her nose looks like a gorilla nose.
So Natalie revealing that she wanted Erica Mena on the show really did not, it didn't. It did not surprise me at all. It wasn't even like, oh yeah, Erica's so entertaining. She's so talented. This is why we want her on Baddies. Like, no. She talked about the situation between Erica and Spice. She was like, yeah, and Love and Hip Hop let her go. She definitely has a home with the Baddies. She should come. I would love to have her on the show. Like, girl, we know you would love to have her on the show, girl. It's not surprising. Anyways, y'all let me know how y'all feel about that situation in general, or how y'all feel about Natalie basically inviting her on the show. Because like I said, it wasn't like, yeah, Erica's great, she's this, she's that. It was like, no, Erica did this. It went viral. Let's put her on Baddies. Yeah, go Baddies. Awesome. Yeah, it was like that. You know what I'm saying? Just some clout chasing stuff. But it's Natalie. It's not a surprise. So let's move on to the next topic, girl. So Natalie also was talking about how she grew into her chin. Because they basically asked her, did she get surgery on her chin? Did she get a chin reduction? Honestly, I didn't even know that was a real thing. But Natalie basically was like, no, girl, I did not get that. She just gave the example of like, you know how you grow into your body. I basically grew into my chin. I guess, like, I don't know. Like I said, I didn't even know that a chin reduction was a thing. Like, they have surgery for everything. They have it for everything. I swear, girl. You don't like something about yourself, they say, we can fix it. Anyways, but child, I never even heard the rumors about her getting a chin reduction. Like, where was I living under a rock? Did y'all know about that? Let me know. And if y'all heard about that, if y'all heard about the rumors about her getting a chin reduction, let me know if y'all feel like she's telling the truth or she's lying and capping about not getting it done, okay? So that is all I have for you guys today. Honestly, those were the topics and the questions that I found the most interesting or really recap worthy. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on that post notification bell so you know every single time I post, girl, because your girl is consistent, okay? Your girl is consistent, and I want you a part of the Messy Mob because we are lit over here. So like I said, subscribe. Anyways, it's Messy Maya. Bye.
Yours, damn right, it's better than yours. Look at you, follow.